So pepperoni nipples, right?
Mm.
Like oatmeal cookies.
That I'm muted. Okay, let's try that again. Hello, internet.
Hello, the internet.
I think I have it working. Never mind.
Never mind. What is this working thing?
We don't do that here.
Add a limiter so you guys don't explode. That might have hurt somebody's ears online. Apologies if so. Oops, had everybody kind of maxed out.
I don't apologize for nothing.
That's right. We know. Okay, as far as I can tell, it seems to be working. As far as everything I know, it seems to be working, but maybe somebody with a device can hop on and double check that it is in fact working.
It's working.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
45 minutes passed. We got this.
45 minutes passed.
Better late than never.
Hey, that is actually in the upper half of our delays. Like on average.
That's true.
On average, we've missed several entire days to technical difficulties. So
that's true.
The
first day we tried to stream did not happen.
I propose, since we are coming in real late, we go through our boilerplate, we play our little opening, and we call that like a 5 minute whatever, and then we're ready to go. Yeah.
Do it.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Welcome to the Secrets of Strahd, Far East Coast take on the Curse of Strahd campaign. We're playtesting our original everything, our original classes, races, our web tools, and a lot of our own music that is playing through Sirenscape. Thank you, Sirenscape. We also appear to be playtesting OBS and Discord, which are failing the playtest today. But aside from those, everything else is going our way. As always, we're just a group of friends that like making stuff and playing D&D. We have our intro video, which I will play now, at the end of which there will be a slight delay, and then we'll begin. All right?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Intro video. And we are almost back. And we're back. Okay, somebody say something real quick to make sure that we're back. That didn't look right. How about now?
Something?
Now we're in.
Something.
Over the rainbow.
All is not well with our stream, but all is well in Vallaki, where our heroes are hanging out and getting to know the city. Last time in the book club, they met a new friend, V, who is joining us and played by Crimson. Welcome to the crew. Glad to have you. Together, the team decided that they would go to meet the blacksmith, Jamila Carmack, the dwarf, and get her to help them sabotage Ezek, the Bergenmaster's cyborg henchman. Hopefully with him out of the way, Fiona Voctor can seize control of the city, and all will stop being quite so darn well, or something.
Yes, we're here to ruin everything. Huzzah!
Or something. Once at the manor, the team split off. Doc, you went and had a little story time with a whole slew of wonderfully dressed fancy ladies waiting for Lydia Petrovna, the lady of the house, to return. Yes, he is. And he regaled them with lovely war stories and had tea, which was prepared by none other than Jalin Aedipin, who discovered he has some skill as a chef now and has been helping out in the kitchens, all getting set up down there. While they were getting in with the family and the friends, Kahn and V went upstairs, where they rooted around a little bit and found what appears to be Ezek's room, a room full of mechanical arms and dolls. a lot of strange little dolls. They are all with auburn hair, red scarves, and pale faces, and they are just all over the floor. After a brief attempt at stealing an arm, Kahn subdued it and was okay. V rescued a doll, and I think that's everything from last week. Did I miss anything incredibly important? Oh, of course I did. Around this time, the doors burst open and Lydia Petrovna came back home early. She's here for her party. Now, Doc, I have a small gift for you, and that is that you have taken some downtime and had tea and rested during this time. So if you would like the benefits of a short rest, you may expend some hit dice. I think the others have been active and have been doing stuff this whole time. Like, Khan's been running around in the kitchen. Upstairs, you guys have been on edge. But I think we can allow that downtime for the short rest there.
Nice.
Sound good?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Well then. The doors burst open. Down the hall, you hear Lydia Petrovna come in and, hello, my friend. Where's my friends? Oh, is everyone here? And she's going down, and the girls are all giggling. Oh, yay, Lydia's back! And they're all scurrying about and getting, putting some perfume on and da 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 da. She said, really? Da, 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 da. Doc, what's your response to all this? I think you're closest to that.
Lydia returning.
Mm-hmm. Let's start there.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Lydia. Welcome back. Doc, Adren, Taliday. We haven't met, but my crew is here. We're some friends of the blacksmith, and she's here to do a little work on what's his name?
Ezek. on Ezek.
Ezek's arm.
How fascinating. You seem to be from far away. That's very interesting. How exotic.
Very far, yeah. I've been just regaling the ladies with stories of the war and my past.
Happy stories, right? Joyous, lovely stories.
Of course.
Good times.
Some have been happy.
I would love to hear them. I am so interested in how you do things out in the world. Oh, please pull up some tea. Get some tea. And she's pouring tea. And she seems... would you start off by making a quick perception check for me?
Oh.
As she's coming in here.
On the dice, we got 16. And my perception plus 5, 21.
21. Cool. While she is quite clearly off her game. She's very much a false smile plastered on, and she is trying to go through the motions, and it is like kind of obviously clear. And I think that you're able to catch on to that in this interaction with her, that she is not. This is a facade, and she's some visibly distressed, though trying difficult to hide it. And all of the ladies in the room are likewise trying to cover that up. No, you won't believe the stories he told me. Oh, it's incredible. He was telling me all about that. Off they go on and on and on. Lydia will say, yes, and you are here for Ezek, yes? He'll be heading up to his room shortly, but we'll call him down in a moment after tea, certainly.
Well, we could just get out of your hair and meet Ezek upstairs if that works best for you. I don't want to presume that we'd be not disturbing him, but it might be in his interest to not be in the presence of all these fine ladies while he's getting his arm worked on.
Yeah, yes, that could be quite indiscreet. A little bit of like oil is leaking from Carmack's backpack of electronics. Just like, yes, that seems prudent. Well, why don't you go meet with him, and then we'll come back and join us for tea swiftly. We'll have a spot saved for you. And she rings a little bell and all.
Come on, Carmack. We got work to do.
Okay. She's clearly happy to get out of here. Out the two of you go down the hall. Let's jump upstairs momentarily as you guys are heading down after Ezek, because the first thing he'll have done upon entering the house would be head upstairs. So we'll say Lydia has come in here. I'm just going to use
Y'all
my
are screwed.
perception.
He's just a moody teenager.
Upstairs, V and Kahn, you definitely heard the announcement when Lydia came home. And Kahn, you are currently got an arm subdued, a mechanical arm subdued, and you've got control of it. And V, you're still kind of checking out your doll. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing next?
Do we hear that Lydia came home? Was it boisterous enough for us to for sure hear?
Yeah, absolutely. They announced it. It would have been through the whole
Yeah,
house.
there was an announcement. Yeah.
Okay. So, V, I'm presuming this isn't super fantastic. I mean, I've got some wild, crazy plans, but they're most likely not as good as whatever you're going to think up.
Well, we could. Wow. V has no ideas in her V head.
Perfect. So we're just going to do the dumbest thing that I can think of.
See, V doesn't usually think of how to get others out of hard situations. How tall is the room that we're in?
I'd say it's probably a 10-foot ceiling. That seems reasonable. There's another floor above you as well, and it's kind of a wooden slat roofing above you.
Okay. Well, adios. And I start walking, and I walk up the wall and up on the ceiling and just crouch there.
Okay, well,
Yes, she can
that
do
doesn't
that.
help me at all.
That's
Okay. Well,
as you climb up on the wall, the little slats of the roofing area here. This particular area of the house is not quite as well kept as others. He's kind of in one of the quarters off the side. The slats are kind of a little. There's like some squeakiness to them. Some of them are a little bit ajar. One of them actually seems to shift a little as you step on it. Like this roof isn't fully like permanent in this space. Like I said, there's another area above it, but it's not like a floor of the house. It's more like a loft.
Okay. I mean, can I actually shift them enough to see into the room above?
With some effort, perhaps you could make a strength.
Let's not do that before somebody comes into the room, just in case. I'm just gonna stay crouched up on the ceiling. Okay, thanks.
Is there a ledge above the door?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kahn is going to climb onto the ledge and then go into stone form.
A 10-foot tall ceiling is not very big. If somebody's crouched down, they still take up like 2 or 3 feet.
He's crouching. You've seen gargoyle statues, right? They're like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at my
crouched
ceiling
and-
here, and I'm like, there's enough room above the door that a crouched up gargoyle could be like kind of. If you were like sideways, doing the sideways pose situation, you could pull this off.
Oh no,
Maybe
no, he's
like one
for
of your
sure
French
like
girls.
he's for sure like crouched with his like knees up against his chest, like a
Oh,
very,
yeah.
like a normal gargoyle,
Like the gargoyle.
gargoylean. Yeah, and he's just kind of like sitting there like
Ah.
little T-Rex hands ready to pounce.
Okay. You guys, as you get into positions, you hear kind of a loud stomping one at a time, like one mechanical leg stomping down the hall, and you're down on the other side of the wall. He'll
He's
be
a
in the
quick
hallway
boy.
over here.
Balls of fire.
I'm gonna need a stealth check at disadvantage from you guys.
Oh,
Wow.
This is not the
Okay,
greatest hiding
that's
place.
fine.
I'll have him do a perception as well. Though, you know what? I will have him do his perception when he comes
sorry
in.
if it's not a 5 on the Michelin star rating of hiding places.
Do we get to before he gets into the room, do we get to do like a little possible action or no?
What do you have in mind?
I wanted to throw a couple ball bearings down in front of the door so that way when he opens it he possibly slips.
Okay. slips, falls on his back, and looks straight up at the people on the ceiling.
And I fall on him. Absolutely. That's the plan. A multi-100-pound gargoyle falling on him. Absolutely.
Are you heavier when you fall in stone form?
Yes, right? I
yes.
think so.
I
That's
am.
great.
We should
Go with
specify that.
like
At least a
Mjolnir
few hundred
logic.
pounds.
This is what he's hoping. This is listen. He had.
As plans go, it is a plan. Izek comes down the hall and rounds the corner, and before we wrap that up, we're gonna pop down over to Jalin.
I thought we were meant to
Damn
roll
dog.
for.
Yeah. What did you guys get on that? I'm gonna need
yeah.
that, but I'm gonna need it in a minute.
Oh,
Um, a 17.
A disadvantage.
oh, he's so much stealthier
Oh,
than I am.
disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Oh God.
Mhm.
This is not. I'm not super
17.
inspired by this hiding
Oh!
situation.
Okay.
Yeah, 17
well,
at disadvantage.
I got a 6.
Yeah.
It does make
You
sense.
have brought shame to the family.
Kahn
Yeah,
is the
it makes
harder
sense.
one to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the situation. As Izek is approaching his room, we're gonna go once around the corner. Jalin, downstairs. You've been working with the chef. He's been throwing things around. You've been doing a great job the whole time.
I've been grabbing food and eating it while helping.
Yep.
So I've been looting the kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. As we said before, any kind of food stuffs that you would want from the kitchen you found. And the chef holds up a finger and he says, "This is the real art of cooking, my friend." And as soon as you hear, "Announcing Lydia Petrovna," there's a little ding on the stove. He's like, "Perfect timing."
Oh. Oh, yeah. I get it now.
Like, he pulls out the roast and everything is setting up. He's like, "Help me carve this up, will you?"
Oh, I mean, I stab people, but
I'm sure you.
never exactly carved animals. I just kind of put it over the roast. Wait a minute. Why am I talking about normal voice? I never really
There he is.
carved meat before. I stab people, but I just kind of put the meat on a stick and put it over a fire, and that's the extent of my carving knowledge of meat.
Oh, well,
I just eat it off the stick.
Let me show you. He pulls out a knife and he shows you the exact where to carve and where to get the best little cuts and everything. And as he's doing this, he says, "Young man, you're a great study. I have something for you." He kind of reaches into he checks his pockets and reaches into his back pocket and he pulls out this old, tattered, leather-bound book that is stained and got dog-eared pages all the way through it. And he kind of flips through it once and just kind of dust comes out and there's notes and drawings. It's a mess. And he presents it to you. He says, "I've damn near memorized everything in here, but best it move on to younger hands. Maybe it'll serve you." And he hands you his cookbook.
I look around at the other chefs. I'm like,
Yeah, they know it too. We've all studied this thing, but you show
Oh.
some real passion here, and we maybe it can go out in the world and serve someone new. And you can have given the successes that you've shown in the kitchen from last time, you will have proficiency with culinary checks as long as you have your cookbook with you. Sound fair?
okay.
And once you've had some time
Yeah.
to study the cookbook, you won't need it anymore.
What's this guy's name? Does he have a name?
Peter.
Peter's cookbook.
Peter.
Alright.
Peter. How do you say that? The weird Peter.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't speak no French.
It's gonna be Peter now. It has a thing.
Couldn't
over
be
one.
Gordon Ramsay.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Gordon's cookbook. You
Oh.
idiot! Well, he's too nice to. Well, actually,
Peter
no. Gordon does have
Gordon.
a nice side
Yes, he
sometimes.
does.
Yeah. I was waiting for the idiot sandwich. You
Idiot
stupid
sa-
donkey.
You stupid donkey. No, you know what? That's gonna be Jalin. You fucking donkey.
When he's a chef, yeah.
I get culinary check.
Yeah,
You know what? I'll just put that in skills.
Yeah, culinary. Yeah, whatever. Under proficiencies, you can handle that how you like.
Other. Okay. Alrighty.
He'll
So I'll
pat you on
grab
the
that
shoulder.
from him.
He'll say, "I think we've just got to serve it from here. Best get back to your friends, I reckon." He gives you a wink, a knowing wink.
All right. Let me see. So I'll walk out of the kitchen.
You have a couple of options here. You do know that Lydia is coming from down the hallway, and you can exit through the double doors back that direction. There is a staircase in the kitchen that leads upstairs if you would like to avoid meeting.
Oh,
Lydia.
you know what? Yes, absolutely. Well, you know, I was about to go out the front door, but then I see some. You know what? I'm not so much of a front and center guy, believe it or not. So I'm gonna go up here.
Very well, have fun. The washroom is up on the left if you need to up there. So have understood.
Thank you very much. You're very kind.
All right. We have a convergence happening here because around this time, Doc, you are coming up the stairs as well. You said you were heading upstairs. So Doc will be coming around this way. Jalin will be coming around this way. And Izek is arriving at his door. He's just going around the corner and arriving at the door. You guys don't know where Kahn and V are. Just that they went upstairs. Oh, and Carmack came with you. Apologies, yes. But how do we want to resolve this?
I need to amend my stealth check. I have advantage while I'm in stone form.
So it balances out to a natural roll.
Yeah, so it was an 11.
Okay, 11. 11 is not as bad.
I mean, not a ton. It's better than 6, but not a ton better.
Here's what we're going to do. Izek is going to open the door, and he'll have time for one look around. At that point, you guys will have, the guys outside the room will have time for one. If you want to do something, you can, or not, if that's quite all right as well. So, Izek opens the door, and he comes in with a big old 2. What's his perception bonus?
He ain't paying attention to nothing.
I'm too tired for this shit.
He comes in with a big old 1 as he opens the door.
Oh baby! Does that mean he slips on the ball bearings that I placed below in front of the door?
Oh, 100%.
Does he go ouchie boom boom?
Oh, 100%. He'll open the door and he's just like rubbing his eyes and he's just not even paying attention and steps forward. And Jalin and Kahn, you guys hear this resounding just thud of mechanical and muscle or mass from around the corner right in front of you.
Do me and Carmack see the situation as we like come up the stairs? And
I'll say that like
is this all happening at the same time?
Yeah, this is all happening at the same time. You guys saw Izek go around the corner, heard the door open, and crash, bang.
Okay, we're gonna run up and try to see his condition.
Cool. Jalin, you also saw this. You also see Doc and Carmack coming from the other side. Everybody's reuniting here. It's beautiful. You're over there. So, sorry, I grabbed the wrong.
Well, I was about to say, out of all of that, would I come up the stairs first, or would will we come out at the same time?
It's pretty
because
close.
if not,
yeah. Why?
I do want to say before even like seeing them, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna search all these rooms. I want to go search that room above me first.
Okay.
But the sound would probably break me out of my curiosity.
Sure. I'll say that you're at this point of the area. Izek falls on the ground, and I think this is probably a really good time to roll initiative for whatever's about to happen. He is surprised. So just
is he still conscious? Because that's why I'm asking if we see him and we rush towards him.
Yeah, I don't think falling on his butt is enough to knock him unconscious. But
okay. It's not enough to knock him unconscious.
Did he see me?
Not with a 1 perception check, no.
So I'm still just hanging out on the ceiling. Yeah. Ooh, love this.
Then Doc yells, "Everything's all right. There's no trouble over there. It was just a mistake. I dropped something."
I presume the large man that evidently made the largest thud would have probably, I would presume rattle me off of a very small ledge, as I'm just a immovable stone gargoyle at this point.
And it could possibly be
10
that
feet
when
off the
Doc
ground,
starts to enter the doorway to check in on this fallen man, he bumps against the side of the doorway, causing a shake to the side of the
so many things happening all at the same time. Let's determine what happens in what order via initiative.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
I think they really want him to fall. I don't know what gave me the clue, but I think they really... I don't know.
Okay.
I can also just
I don't know what you're
walk
talking
from
about.
above and just poke you off the ledge.
God, you could be.
Yeah, I'm
As
just
Kahn
like
is
I'm like
teetering.
crouched on the ceiling
Nice.
above you and just
Kind of leaning off, waiting for that initiative roll to come through, so we find out what our timing here.
Oh, I rolled a 7 on my
Give him what he
initiative.
wants. Give him what he wants.
Okay. Hold please.
Just
I gotta.
there's a lot of things happening.
14
This
if
isn't as
I
much
need one.
initiative as it is like order of actions of consequences,
Yeah.
I should say. 7 for Jalin, 8 for Kahn.
15.
14 if I need one.
15 for Doc, 14 for V, and what is his initiative?
Initiative.
19 for Zek. But he is absolutely surprised this round, so that means we go through the order one time. Okay, so that means as he's teetering, we start with Doc, who you come around the corner and you see the guy laying on the floor, and Kahn is like doing like this, and you have an action you can take, or you can just wait. You can hold or whatever.
Yes. Oh, excuse me, sir. We have not met before. Well, I'm here to visit you. I brought your blacksmith, Carmack, to work on your arm, but just hang on a moment. You took a pretty big fall a second ago, and does Doc notice the hiding friends in the room? Can I make a perception check?
Make a perception check, sure. It's only an 8 to see Kahn. Right? That was what it was?
He blends
no, I
in,
have-
right?
No, an 11.
11.
11 to see Kahn.
Well, I rolled an 8.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Don't see Kahn yet.
We're so stealthy.
This is fantastic.
Two of us hiding on a ceiling.
They would never think to look here.
I mean, who looks upwards?
No,
And-
Never
right
look
there.
up when I enter a room.
Doc takes out his medical supplies and just like starts to kind of go through the process of, well, don't worry, I'm a doctor, and I just want to make sure that you're in good health here before Carmack takes a look at your arm. You know, we had to come because
True
it was
understanding.
an emergency. Something could be terribly wrong with your arm. It did not go through enough testing before it got delivered to you. So just careful, hang tight. I'm gonna take a look at your head, and Carmack here is gonna start taking a look at your arm.
All right, give me the persuasion roll. Or deception roll, I should say.
I'd say advantage with that voice.
Yeah, I'll give it advantage with that voice. That was great. I don't give advantage often, but he ain't doing too. This guy's in rough shape. And it's a believable story.
Thank you. That's gonna be a 13 in total.
That'll do it. He kind of rubs his hand with his good hand, and he kind of flips the mechanical arm around one time to the sword, to the gun, back over to the sword, back over to the elongated fingers. And he's like, "It must be working. Oh, God, I hit my head pretty good. What happened? What did I leave on the floor?" Around this time, it goes down in initiative order. As you're setting him up, V, you see Doc kind of tending to him, keeping his attention, and Kahn is just teetering in his stone form on the door. We're so close.
I mean, if Khan were to fall, is Doc now also kind of in danger, or is Doc far enough that?
I'm gonna say. I think in danger maybe, but not nearly as much in danger as Ezek is. Like if Ezek is on the floor directly underneath our stone gargoyle, Doc is like adjacent. I think he's probably. It's a risk, but it's probably all right.
Say goodbye to those kneecaps.
It'll be all right. You know what? I'll take that.
A poke is all
I'm
it
gonna
needs.
just like a poke.
Okay. Here's how we're gonna resolve this. This is lovely, because then it's gonna be Khan's turn.
Oh boy.
Okay. Kahn, how much more do you weigh when you're in stone form?
I happen to weigh, as a gargoyle, double my original weight in stone form. My original weight, you may ask, is 350 pounds. Doubled is 700 pounds from 10 feet above his noodle.
Okay. Fall damage is 1d6 per 10 feet on a regular weight humanoid, which is around 200 pounds. And
Correct.
the more you weigh, the more it should logically increase. I'll give you...
I do have the calculations already here, if you'd like. There are actual calculations
You
for
have
it.
something
I
for
looked it
this?
up.
Hit me. What do you got?
Mamma mia!
My go-to would be
so-
3 times the weight of a normal human is 3d6s. At double the speeds, comes out to 6d6s. But you tell me what you came out with.
So
The
based
weakness
on energy and some other things that this person determined, a 700-pound weight falling 10 feet should do around 18d6.
18d6. That is a lot more than I calculated.
And that-
Yeah,
that is with
right.
10 pounds falling 100 feet doing 1d6. So
Physics
within
engine's broken.
range.
Wait,
Yeah,
10 pounds
it's a little
doing-
bit off.
Yeah.
10 pounds falling 100 feet does 1d6. It was
What?
their initial calculation, which is
That's not right.
any weight over 200,
200
it believes.
at 10 equal 200 pounds at 10 feet would do 1d6. That's the flat calculation that we know.
Yes.
So 600 pounds at 10 feet would be 3d6.
700.
And you're a little bit more than
700.
that, so I'd be willing to round it up to 4d6. Now, that's at a regular fall speed, and I feel like your speed has increased by at least double. So I mean, I can go as high as 8d6s.
That's still a lot. Yeah.
That's still a lot. 8d6s of damage, of which
I
you will take half because this is bludgeoning
I'm
damage.
totally
applied
fine with
to
that.
you.
Absolutely.
I mean,
have
you're
no
all-
issue with that.
If you're also aiming for his
That coming.
noodle, I count that as a critical if you even get that.
Do I do an attack roll?
You should jump up
No
towards the
attack roll,
ceiling,
just
and
damage.
push
You
off
can't
of the
miss.
ceiling, and go even faster.
Yeah, V
Yeah,
does an
but-
aerial attack.
Yeah.
I could have him do a saving throw
Like
for half
Mario
damage,
over here.
but I don't think that's necessary. I think you've got him. There's so much setup for this. You hit him. Just go straight to damage. 8d6s. You get half the damage. He gets all the damage. Because you're you have
I do not have-
resistance, right?
To bludgeoning damage?
To all kinds of damage.
No,
when you're in
slashing and
stone form.
piercing. Oh, I forgot about that actually. One moment, and I will. Are you rolling damage, or do I get to roll
You
damage?
get to roll your own damage. I ain't rolling your damage.
Huzzah! Okay.
No damage.
How much is it? 60? It's 10d6, you said?
8d6.
All
I
right.
said 30d6.
All right, so that is...
Just pick a number 1 to 100. We'll go. No, 8d6.
10
Wish-
hours later.
At least you didn't throw him out a castle window.
Sorry.
It really was
Excuse me,
that.
but you've thrown off Ezek's groove.
it's going to be 25.
Okay, 25. Lots of things I need to adjust. How did I 2 weeks in a row not bring my
Which
notebook from that
means
table
what,
over there
13,
to
12
this
for
table
you?
over here?
Yeah, I got to double check about stone form with the damage output, because it might be halved of that. I can't remember. DM did speak of something of that nature, and I have to just double check.
Yeah, usually you would take full damage
might be
because
right.
you would be the one taking the fall damage. I believe stone form gives you resistance though, which is why you would have half.
Yeah, but you're also falling upon a human, not
Yeah.
concrete.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
cushioned.
I mean,
Is that still
Yeah, I'll take
fall
fine. I'll
damage?
take
And I
half.
mean,
That's
do you
totally
really
cool.
have fall damage from 10 feet?
every 10 feet, you get full damage.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm cool with that. So half 13.
Okay. And tell
Okay.
me how much you got again.
Calculator. He got 25.
Sweet.
That puts superhero landings in another perspective.
Huge. Doc, as you are leaning down, because you had no idea this was here, as you're kind of leaning down to like take the guy's pulse and stuff, a stone gargoyle falls right on his chest, hitting him to the ground. He's like, fucking hell, shit, what is this?
Oh, but still
Wow.
breathing.
Yeah.
So
Well, that
another
was-
thud.
Almost just as expected as I would have imagined.
This actually
Funny
does make
meeting
it.
you here.
This actually does make it Khan's turn.
It does. Isn't that wild?
Because V pushed you down.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a thing.
Yeah.
I am letting all
You're
700
staying
pounds of
in-
me.
I guess
Oh, absolutely.
In retrospect, I should have had Crimson
Commit to
roll
the
that
bit.
damage, but it's okay.
Absolutely. I'm just
He's
still
gonna
in
stay in
stone
stone.
form. I'm just going to be a 700-pound weight on him,
Fabulous.
consistently crushing him.
Okay.
Oh my, you poor man. You're
Pinning
just taking a
you will be,
beating today.
Prone and
Can't
trapped
catch a break.
for a hot minute. Okay.
What does he bench?
Is crushing damage a thing?
He just picks Kahn
Kind
up.
of. We'll fix that in a minute.
I mean, he'd be
Yeah.
at least pinned, right?
Yeah,
so
he is.
Yeah.
He's definitely
he'd have to
prone.
strength check you out.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be a whole thing when we get around to his turn, and there's a whole round before that happens. Jalin, you hear the
Yes.
commotion down the hall, and you heard it was sort of like this lovely little symphony of noises. A big mechanical bang, followed by a huge stone bang, a splatter, mechanical screaming, yelling. What the fuck? It sounds just like your best friends. Your new best friends. But you are down the
I'm
hall.
gonna
What do you wanna do?
slide. I'm gonna slide closer to the door. I'm gonna open the door, and I'm gonna slide into the room to search it while they deal with that situation over there.
Okay, which room?
Little Pink Panther
The one
action.
everybody's in, or a different
Yeah.
room?
Different room.
All right.
So I'm gonna go to my left,
Cool.
and I see Doc and Carmack run around the corner. I hear that noise. I'm like, I'm probably never gonna get another chance to scour this place about. So I'm gonna turn left and find a door to my left, and then just go in that door. Yes,
Let's do it.
Just like that.
Awesome. Yeah, let us do it. Fabulous. I have stuff for you, and we're going to have to figure this out because there is definitely a struggle going on the other side. But,
There's no struggles.
It's a
I'm
trap.
also happy.
all right. And one thing to check real fast. Did one of you
Happy
guys
little
send me a
stone
message, or was that
gargoyles
something else?
falling from the ceiling.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Reading it as we speak.
I
It's
wanna-
gonna take me a
I want to
second.
imagine Bob Ross as a wizard or sorcerer now.
Bob Ross. Yeah, that's it. Happy little stone gargoyles.
Dude, he'd be a druid now I think about it. Happy little bushes.
Jalin, this room smells
Yeah.
of powder and fine perfume. A vanity with a mirror stands against one wall, next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a white bridal gown. Mounted on another wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame, very intricately designed all the way around. The door in, there's a door in another corner. Yeah. Where that leads is not something I should just read out. But yeah, appears to be a dressing room. There's a fine gown and a huge ornate full-size full-size mirror that has like black and gold filigree all the way around it. Very out of place.
And a mannequin wearing a
Is
wedding
it
dress.
only the bridal gown, or is there another gown in there too?
Yes, there's the bridal gown kind of has the center of the room, and then there's kind of a more casual dress sitting on a regular wedding gown on one side.
Sweet. I'm gonna go in the other room.
Sure. Which one?
Hold on.
You only have a moment here, and then we're gonna swap back over to the other side. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. Well, okay. Do I see that's a bathroom when I go down to that southern room there?
absolutely, you open the door open, and you see the doorman Charles with his trousers kind of hung low, and he's kind of cleaning house.
Charles!
as it were.
I'm gonna need you to wipe your ass and get out.
Get out of here! I'll only be a minute.
No, you get out of here.
Why can't you people make up your minds? You said to go clean up. I don't understand.
How long does it take to wipe your ass? Or no, how long does it take to wipe your ass? Get out of here.
Son of a bitch. He's getting himself all dignified and getting ready to stomp off, and he's ready to go. Let's pop back around to the team. What did you want to do in here?
There was one thing I wanted to
Yeah.
do.
What's that?
As soon as I kick him out, I grab the plainer looking dress.
Mm-hmm.
I bring it in the bathroom with me. I'm gonna take a quick 15-minute shower, clean myself up, and disguise myself.
What is going on? Right. I love this.
Specific 15-plus-minute shower.
Okay.
Freshen
Okay.
up and
I
put
was
on
worried
a
about
photo.
how we would
Freshen up.
handle the searching of the room versus the combat. I'm not going to have to worry about that anymore.
Exactly.
15 minutes.
Get that out of the way.
You'll
there
be
we go.
fine. Here's your new token. There you go.
Oh, hey, I look like Irina.
Yes, you do. All right. That puts us back to everybody else while Jalin is changing. It would be Ezek's turn, but this is a surprise round, so he doesn't get a turn. Doc, you're up. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
Ezek is pinned to the floor with this stone thing. He's obviously trying to wiggle his way out from under it and kicking and squirming, and he's quite big and strong, so, I mean, he may be able to succeed at some point, but...
Doc is just like, oh my God. Well, you have. I don't know how to help you. I can't even lift that much weight.
Aren't you a doctor?
Dear
What does that have
God.
to
I'm a doctor. I can heal your wounds, but I don't know how we're ever gonna get this stone man off of you. Listen here, stone man. Would you kindly get up off of this friend Ezek? And Doc goes to stand up from a crouched position where he was digging through his medical tools, and he happens to be holding in one of his hands some poison
Oh,
from his poisoner's kit.
oh,
Poison for Cusco.
poison this
The
guy.
poison for Cusco. Well, I gotta be careful. These are quite sensitive supplies, and he trips and falls
Oh,
over
God.
toward Ezek's face.
Wow.
Oh my! Oh, there's so much commotion going. How could I have been so clumsy?
Wow. I love this. Okay. Well,
We're wild,
it
guys.
will work. He has the poison condition. Whether you convince him it was an accident is going to be down to a deception check.
Yeah.
I'm happy to roll.
He's not resisting. He's stuck.
Nat 20, bitch.
Oh my God.
Oh, careful, Doc. He kind of reaches out and tries to like cushion
Oh
your
my
fall.
God.
Like, easy. It's just, I need you
Somebody
in good
catch
shape
me
when I get
before
this
I
thing off.
accidentally spill this poison all over your face.
Oh my God.
You said you have a potion? Yeah. Pour that on me. I need
Pour
that potion.
A health, it's a health potion right here. Here, take it.
Yeah, all right. You know, it's awfully warm.
Oh, trust me, I'm a doctor. It'll
It's
just hurt
upset.
for a moment. Sometimes you'll feel a little sting in your throat.
This is like becoming your catchphrase. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
That's right.
As you
I'm a doctor.
Put that on a shirt.
systematically murder people. Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you so much.
I'm a doc.
Wow.
Have somebody arm in it. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Wow, excellent. Okay. I also always have to check this because a creature who is poisoned must make a con save or take some damage every round. So we'll do it on his turn. He'll start his turn with a con save while he's poisoned or take a little bit of damage from it. Awesome. So V, you're next as you see Doc just pour poison all over this guy's face, and Carmack waddling down the hall with all of her equipment. What are you doing? And then Kahn pinning him to the floor.
Ooh. I'm just gonna uncrouch first of all.
Okay.
Finally. And just gonna I'm just gonna walk really, really fast across the sea, furthest away. I it needs to be visible because I'm that kind of person. So I'm just gonna run across the ceiling, down the wall, now back onto ground floor, and if possible,
That'll be your entire movement.
disturb as many arms in my way as possible.
High five them all.
Yeah, like on my way, just like clumsily. I'm so clumsy. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I can't. Yeah, like I can't. But like also, oh my god, are you okay? And then I want to know what happens around us with all the arms being activated.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So I need a dexterity saving throw from you at advantage to see if you get hung up in the coming calamity. Because you are moving quite quick. These are inanimate objects you're avoiding. This is an easy enough save.
A 17.
They are inanimate no longer, but a 17 is solid. As you go along, bopping and bumping all of the arms and dolls flying across the room and mechanical arms springing from their holsters and leaping out at the enemy that is no longer there, trying to grab it and wobbling all across the floor. We have probably 4 or 5 different mechanical arms just flopping on the ground. One kind of designed for lifting heavy things. Another one is made to fit inside of a suit jacket, so it's kind of more, normal proportions. One is like literally just a big like barrel and lands on the ground and starts like sparking at the tip of it, and a little puff of smoke comes out the front. It's just chunks of, it's crazy. There's arms all over the place, dolls flying.
I imagine they're doing the movement like those Bass Pro, the ones that like move and sing. That's the movement the arms are doing.
Yeah. The entire area will be difficult terrain. The whole room is not
How many arms were in total in the room? And do the activated arms start touching others?
Sure, yeah. 2 of them are kind of arm wrestling over here, trying to gain dominance of one another. Yeah, they're definitely arguing. I think we had a total of 6 arms or so.
Chaos, panic, disorder.
5 more. And
The arm WrestleMania, brother.
Dolls are going everywhere. One gets crushed by a mechanical arm. Izek yells, "No, not my dolls!" And
not little Susie.
Samantha.
Who's Samantha? Is that it for you, V?
No, Samantha.
Oh my god.
Who is Samantha?
Yeah. I like just ditzy over to him, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so clumsy. I'm so sorry. Like,
intruders.
Are you all right?
Ah!
No, you don't understand. This was your mail order bride. She just arrived. We thought you were liking to see her in your room first thing. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Why is she blonde? That's not what I ordered at all.
There was confusion at the factory.
Wait. What?
Our apologies.
What did he order?
He declines to say. He's so
We'll make
confused.
amends to that immediately. Listen, you here. Come with me. We're taking you back to the office. There's been some mistake in the hair color.
Yes, Auburn hair. Why can't anybody understand that? He's crunching.
I like that. I like this is what he's concerned with, but he's got a 700-pound gargoyle.
I'll deal with it in a minute. Meanwhile,
priorities.
With a 9, Carmack is going to join the initiative order here, which puts her 1 above you, Kahn. And she's going to bustle in and be like, yes, I understand. Calm down, Mr. Izak. I have a little bit of regular maintenance to do. She's pulling out her gadgets and kind of working with his arm.
Maintenance on the arm while the dude is cracking.
This is so good, guys.
I don't know what to do.
I love this
She's
dude.
panicking. She's like, Kahn, it's your turn.
I want to do one more deception check if possible.
Okay, but hold that. Where'd my turn order go? I lost it. There it is. You'll be immediately after Kahn, so let Kahn run first, and then you can deception check. Fair?
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Kahn, what do you got?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just crushing him. I'm not doing anything. I am continuously weighing 700 pounds on him until whenever I choose. So I'll technically hold my action.
What he'll do
until I choose not to.
And the character itself.
Can you be resting while you're in some?
I mean, if he's there for an hour.
Actually.
Okay, he's gonna make a
Never mind where the
strength
gargoyle came
saving
from.
Yeah,
throw.
we can just like we have a gargoyle with narcolepsy.
Do we really need to go on all these quests, or do we just need to leave Kahn here for a day?
Oh my goodness.
So it's funny because we have talked about how gargoyles in stone form can rest in some kind of like different kind of situation. So depending on how things go, I may end up getting like a short rest
Kahn, what is your
while dealing damage.
How I have to set a DC.
I'm already researching this as well.
Let's
All is not well in Velaki.
Let's use your strength score as the DC for him to try and move you. That's roughly related to your
Plus-
weight. It feels
Okay,
better than
strength
Constitution.
score
Yeah,
total, right?
yeah.
Okay, no proficiency.
Well, it's the score, like 16, 17,
Okay,
whatever it
18.
is. 18, there you go. Okay.
Lame.
Yeah, well, his
He's gonna
6
be able to move
isn't
it.
cutting it. His strength isn't cutting it. And
Not very
failing
good at
that
this.
strength save, I think we'll call it 2d6s per round of crushing damage is going to be done to his rib cage.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I could do more
I never
damage
had a
by
chance.
slashing him, though.
You could. You're just
Mm,
crushing.
know.
He's fighting to get you off. He also has to make a Constitution save on his turn.
For the poison.
For the poison, the DC
Poison,
is that one's fixed. It's a 10 Constitution save. A 5 ain't gonna cut it. What's his con bonus? Even an 8 isn't gonna cut it. So, Doc, you can roll a D4 of damage for poison damage from your poison if you'd like.
D6.
Oh, D6 for you.
Curiosity.
Yeah.
With
I don't think he takes. I don't. Oh yeah, Constitution saving throw. DC 10. Yeah, you're right.
do I get to add anything to my weight since we're using my strength as my
Sure.
weight?
Sure, you can add your strength.
6 damage. I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
And Doc,
He gets 12 points of damage.
There you go. And since we did that, Doc, what did you what ability do you think you associate with your brewing of potions? Is it more intelligence based or wisdom based?
Yes.
That's up to you. Is it more of a sense of like I read all these books and I learned everything about it, so I use my intelligence, or is it more a sense of like this sucks, so I'll use it? Is it more of like intuition, wisdom, or is it more like book knowledge, intelligence? And we can add that to your damage as well.
Oh,
To
I don't
determining
know.
the
I have a
potency.
proficiency in Poisoner's Kit. Oh, there is a modifier plus your Wisdom modifier.
Cool.
Proficiency bonus and Wisdom. Wait, no. The DC is equal to 10 plus your proficiency bonus and Wisdom modifier. It take 1d6 poison damage. Yeah, I think that's all that happens.
Oh, it doesn't add the modifier to the poison damage?
No, just
Oh,
to
okay.
the DC.
Cool. In that case, how much
Yeah.
poison damage
So
does he
the
get?
DC would be like
Got it. The DC's higher
the
than I
DC would
realized.
be like the 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
DC's like 15.
He
yeah.
still fails.
So it takes 6 poison damage
Nice.
and is
Awesome.
poisoned.
Awesome.
So he just got 6, 7, 8, 18 points of damage
Yeah.
total between you and me. Yes, let's go.
And it looks like an accident.
His face is kind of melting off from the poison. His ribs are crushing under the weight of this gargoyle. His arm is not disabled yet, but it's getting there.
Hey, somebody give him one of those brownies.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, I should have done that poison damage.
I have
on
a half a
your-
brownie.
No, I'll do the poison damage on. Yeah, I'll do the poison damage on your turn. It's messy. This is a messy turn order. Jalin, you're off changing clothes. So if you don't mind, we're just gonna skip you in the initiative order and keep running. Sound good? Yep.
All good.
In that case, Ezek is technically next, but Doc, you had a deception in there that you wanted to add. You want to do that before we take his turn, and then we'll have your turn, or do you want to take his turn? I'll let you kind of.
Yeah.
Because I know it's kind of
I
more
want
reaction.
to. I have a winning streak going on for deception. Of
Oh,
plus 2.
yes. Nice. Excellent.
Nice.
So that is 19, 20, 21.
Ooh.
And
What is
my
this?
deception here is Well, so Isaac, I think this is gonna be very painful. This experience you're going through right now, what the work we're doing on your arm is, it might trigger some very painful nerves. And my suggestion, well, try to numb the pain by putting you out a little bit while you're already down on the floor. Since it doesn't seem like we're getting this stone man off you anytime soon, why don't you just rest easy, take this here medicine, and
he's kind of looking at you, looking at the
care.
medicine, and he's looking at you with a 21 deception check. This is really good. However, it is not in Ezek's personality, even when convinced to allow himself to be put under. So he'll say, just give me something to put in my teeth, damn it! You got a rope? I'll be fine. Do what you gotta do, Doc.
Eat this half a brownie, and I'll give you some rope to bite down on.
Yeah, one of the dolls. I volunteer one of the dolls.
Anything but the dolls.
Doesn't matter. Just stuff it in.
As you guys stuff a brownie and a doll in his mouth. Excellent. He get now. Remember,
I'm gonna grab that out of context.
Remember, with a brownie,
Poisoned, drugged.
with our lovely little brownies, he has to make a con save. The DC is pretty high. On a fail, he has a hallucinatory trip of a time he was happy in his life. On a success, he regains hit points. All right. So
that's okay.
But it's a pretty high con save. We're okay with this?
I'll say this. It almost feels like he's at a disadvantage with everything a little bit. One of the things that he saves for, he probably should be at disadvantage in some format, I feel like.
Well, he doesn't even need it because he comes up with a 3. I don't know what these horrible rolls from this guy are. Big ones are going to come, I'm sure.
I don't know. A 700-pound gargoyle on your chest might disadvantage you in some ways.
Yeah. I'm at us, DM.
Okay.
This is great.
That was a little more than I was looking for, so I'm going to swap you and his turns. I'll say this is your turn, Doc. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn before I go to his turn?
Nah.
All right. Yeah, he absolutely fails his check on the brownie. The poison is eating away at his face. His ribs are being crushed. And as he bites down and very distressedly on the doll that he does not want to be biting down on, the brownie starts to take its effect. And you see his eyes kind of go wide and a distant look in his eyes. It's more comfortable. He's like moaning this thing. Mom will be so mad. You gotta get back quick. Oh, shit. I have to hurry.
We are horrible.
Where we should go? He's lost in the sauce.
Is this
This
is an evil campaign.
Oh, bye now. It was very nice
got
meeting
some
you.
words about his mother, something about his sister, something. You're not sure. He's just he's blissful. He's in another place right now. He's not present. So all I can really do.
Well, good to know at least he's got good memories in his life.
Aww.
He seems
Could have been a blank trip.
Fair point.
Imagine that.
Fair point. That would have been awful. He's none of his actions that he can take are going to have any meaningful effect here because he's in a hallucinatory trip at the moment. So that'll be the end of his turn. V, it's your go.
Oh my god.
You know what? I will. Well, no, because Carmack is. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna step over him and out of the room.
Okay.
Just like.
I'm gonna ask, walking across the room,
you can
because
deal
of
with
the. I will remind you all that mechanical arms, which are weaponry, are flopping around doing crazy shit all the time. I'm gonna ask for a dexterity saving throw in exiting the room, safely.
10.
10 ain't gonna do it.
Am I fighting an arm?
You're getting just a little
fighting
bit
something.
of a blast here as you're stepping over Ezek. You kind of step on one of the arms and it ratchets around, and a little smote of fire goes out of it towards you. which is not a whole lot of damage, but is a measly 7 points of fire damage as this little flame arm hits you from below. But you're able to muscle past it. You can get by and get out of the room, or you can interact with this arm that's attacking you. Your choice on that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right out. So what? A little bit I just
In a blaze of glory, V strolls out of the room. her dress singed at the edges slightly, but otherwise not worse for wear.
Good look.
Who dumped a barrel of fish in here?
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I think just walk out of the.
Okay. In that case, it comes down to Carmack, who is going to have to make an intelligence check to try and disable this arm. I could roll that, or one of you guys could roll that if you feel like it. Anybody feels like rolling?
I feel like we're already disabling the arm's user at this point.
Yeah, the arm is no longer really the major
unless
issue
like
here.
unless the arms combine and make a whole person.
Go ahead and roll it. She has
Oh
a
my
+2 to her intelligence.
Senta
So,
arm. Cyborg Senta arm.
I need new dice, man. Why am I rolling low? You guys are rolling great, and I'm rolling bad over here.
Because you're the DM.
It's because I'm the DM. The universe hates me. Well, with a big fat 4 on her intelligence check to try and disable this arm,
Carmack.
she wrenches it around one time, and the little sword attachment spins around, and the blunt end of it bops her on the head, and she kind of she's yanking at the damn thing, and she can't figure out what the hell's going on. That's it for her.
Carmack, you fucking donkey.
I usually make things work. I don't know how to make things break. It seems to be working, but now it's not working. I don't know what to do.
The opposite of whatever you usually do.
I just wanted friends.
I guess in a way, that's not really helping us though either.
Friends come at a price, Carmack. That's your lesson today.
So just to describe this man here, he is a huge, bald, muscular dude with this big old beard, a mechanical arm, and just like tools and equipment. He's a very combat-oriented fellow. And he's built like a freaking truck. And despite being crushed by a rock on a hallucinatory trip and his face half burned off, he is like actually looks like he's in good, healthy shape. And I think that all you guys realize that even if he were like, even with all this bad stuff happening, if he were to enter the fight, he is still quite a danger. If that gives you some insight into his hit point situation and the kind of character that he is.
Why would we fight? There were 2 accidents. Somebody's trying to help him.
Apologies. Encounter. I just want to make that clear to everybody where he's at. He's not on the brink of death. He is like surprisingly okay. Kahn, your go.
We're just here to do a job and invite him to on our mission.
Yeah. Kahn is going to continue to stay where he is because he's helping Carmack the most by keeping him sedated.
Yep. Fails strength save, so 2d6s of crushing damage at the beginning. He's at disadvantage now because he's all crappy.
It's 11.
All right. How long will it take my players to kill an unconscious, pinned man? I was just like...
No, kill him. We're just trying to disable him. We're doing the killing later.
So we're pulling the Batman. No, I don't murder. I just break your spine and break your arm in 25 different places.
That's right.
That makes it his turn. He's on his trip, so there's nothing useful that he can do. However, I will have him, like his arm, which is malfunctioning, swing blindly in the air, and it will, he'll make an attack roll, and it will have equal chance to target anybody, including himself. Sound fair?
Okay.
All right.
Choke himself.
Well, he's just kind of swinging, his lashing, and and his little sword arm is malfunctioning and it's just swinging around. Okay, 17 is the attack plus his strength mod, which is 19 total. I think that would hit anybody. So let's determine who, if anyone, this arm hits. Who's close by? Kahn, Doc, Carmack, and himself, right? Those are the options, because V, you got out of the room.
Yes.
Oh, if he hits himself, it's gonna be hysterical. Oh my god, please. Oh my gosh.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I need my D4. 1
please.
second.
Oh my gosh.
I should have had that ready. Okay.
I feel like he should get 2 because he's tripping. He's just
Kahn.
Oh no, it's his arm. Never mind. His
Kahn
arm
is
defending
1.
him. It's like
Carmack is 2. Doc is
thing.
3. And himself is 4.
Come on.
That's a 1.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so
I'll
his
take it.
little arm swings around and
nobody
smacks
gets
against you, Kahn, with a 19 possible to hit. How's the damage? Does that
yeah,
hit your
it
armor
is for
class?
sure.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Even in
does.
Stone form, I believe that still hits.
We're at about an hour or
Okay.
a little over.
Yep, we will clear this round. And
Storm form doesn't give me any AC boosts, so
Gosh, I'm losing things. Don't ever take your bookmarks out, friends. There it is.
also fun fact, Kahn is aware of everything that's happening around him. He's able to see and hear everything in stone form. It's not like he's an act like it's not like he loses those things. He's just like,
Okay, 5, 6,
what a wild time.
So he can hear the wonderful harpsichord music playing in the background while this chaos is ensuing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know if the internet can hear that, but there is beautiful harpsichord music playing during this entire encounter.
I'm just imagining it from like the tea room. You just hear this.
Yeah.
The women must be so distraught. Or it's a normal Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They're just down there like, what is he doing with those dolls? What a degenerate man we have living in our house.
The chandeliers are shaking.
All right. The straight damage from this melee attack would be 27 damage. But I believe you have resistance to slashing damage, so I think that gets halved.
I do.
So
Halved? Okay.
Our boy
need my
packs a
calculator
punch. His arm strikes against the gargoyle and
It's like
pins against it.
13.
He has to make his saves. He fails his saves. Wait. Yes, he fails his save. Yes, 15 was your DC for the poison, right? Right? Yes, 15 was the DC for the poison. So he takes some more poison damage, and that puts him up at a pretty hearty amount of damage. Okay, Doc, you are next in the initiative order, but we are pretty late into our time. We're later than I wanted to take our break. This combat has definitely been a wild one. What say we take 10 and hop back?
Combat.
What happened to Yalin's turn?
Yalin is still putting
I was
on a
changing.
dress. So we're gonna change
put on
scenes over to
makeup,
him.
I'm putting
Showering
on a
and
dress.
changing.
Yeah, showering and changing.
In the
Specifically a
powder room?
15-minute shower.
Oh, so that's like the entire
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah, that's basically the entire thing. So, Doc, your turn is next. I think that at this point, your enemy is pretty much disabled. So when we get back from our break, we'll kind of determine how we want to conclude this activity, because he is disabled for a fair portion of time. But
Okay.
let's go ahead and take our 10, and we can kind of think on what, while we're on 10, think on like, do you want to kill this guy, or are we just trying to get his arm off? What are we exactly trying to do? Because the active threat is no longer present because he is out of whack. So we don't need to keep going
Right,
through
except
initiative
for all
order,
the other arms in the room.
which are just flopping around randomly. He is in more danger
They're
from
not
those than
sentient.
anyone. Him and Kahn.
Well,
And Doc,
his
yeah.
neck could break.
His
or...
neck could just snap, yeah. All kinds of things could happen. But 10-minute
Accidents
break, and then we'll
happen.
figure it out. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Love you guys. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
shortly. Bye.
Toodles.
And we're out. And you guys, all right, we should all be in. Are we all in? All right, welcome back.
Jalin.
Yeah, basically. So, we've got a lot of things going on here. We have snuck up on Ezek. He is currently pinned under a stone-form gargoyle, poisoned. His arm is malfunctioning because Carmack is messing with it, but she's been bopped on the head and is kind of a little dazed.
He's also a little dazed from eating half a brownie.
Yep. Oh, he is off on a trip and mumbling through a doll that was forcibly shoved into his mouth, mumbling something about his sister, something about mom, something about pops. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but he seems to be quite happy despite all of the excruciating pain he's experiencing at the moment. Which means we have control of this situation. Nobody's in immediate danger, except for the floppering around arms and stuff. Meanwhile, off in another room, Jalin is switching into a dress and getting ready to... I really want to know what that's all about. So here's how we'll handle this. Doc, you are next in the initiative. So as V gets out of the room and Carmack gets her senses about her and is getting back to the arm, she's going to kind of look to you and be like, what are we actually doing here? What's the plan? And we can solve this a little bit out of initiative order. What are we exactly trying to do?
Sabotage his arm. Nothing's changed.
We're sabotaging his arm. Okay. It sure seems like we're trying to kill him. Are we trying to kill him? I don't much like killing people.
I mean, if it happens.
What? I mean, isn't that the ultimate sabotage?
You're not
I'm
wrong.
not saying we should murder the man in his own room. But listen, we're gonna need his help attacking some werewolves, and the initial goal was just to sabotage his arm, so it was gonna be easier to make him disappear on the long adventure. But if we do damage here, I think we're gonna have some problems with the other people in the house. Speaking of which, I think you hear somebody coming down the hallway. Someone who's kind of got a stinker bum, if you know what I mean.
Very well said, Doc. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, indeed. Charles is cloppling down the hallway, rebuckling his belt, getting himself back together, the doorman, and kind of heading down the hall.
Oh my god, it's not all.
I see a hand. What's up, V?
That belt nice and tight.
Oh my goodness. Are you
So
holding...
this is where I come into play, right?
Absolutely. What are we doing?
I am outside of everybody's view.
You can be, easily, yes.
I mean, the door is shut behind me, and nobody else besides Charles is with me.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I imagine Doc is in the room, more like that kind of situation. And we'll do a little bit of time warping, because I really want to know what you have in mind with this whole dress situation, Jalin. We'll say that you'll be wrapping up here pretty shortly, and we'll be able to rejoin the events in short order. Needless to say, Ezek is taking crushing damage, so Kahn, you could just sit on him for 10 minutes and he will, die. That's but
so
consider
actually,
a lot of things.
Kahn is not. That's not the plan. Kahn does not want that to be the plan. Kahn understands that. You know what? He's going to be using one of his actions since he understands that Ezek is completely gone. He's hallucinating. He does not understand what's happening. We have the situation under control. Khan's gonna come out of stone form and go, so, is there a possibility we can blame this on the werewolves? Let's kind of get creative here.
I don't see any werewolves.
Floor.
We could.
Carmack, I love you. I really do. But I need you to not give ideas. I need you to focus on that. That's your idea, okay, Pumpkin?
She kind of like twists the arm one way, and now that she's got control of it, the sword kind of like flips back around to the gun, and she's like, "We could make it look like an accident." Or something.
That's more like,
Oh yeah, if you want to kill him, that's fine. I'm totally cool.
I don't know what the plan is. I'm just trying to get in the book club.
You know what? How about we do this? Hey, Doc. Rock, paper, scissors.
if you win, he dies. If I win, we blame it on the werewolves, and he helps us kill them.
What
No, I think
werewolves?
it's knife, gun, hand, right? Knife.
Oh yeah,
gun.
sorry. Here, let me grab one of these arms. You grab the other arm.
All right.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Wait, not only's got a hand, you got a knife and a. Never mind. Carmack, make it look like an accident. Have him shoot himself in the face.
God.
Okay. V, as you are out in the hallway, you come around, and Charles comes around, and he says, "Oh, I don't know. Hi, what are you doing up here?"
Excuse me, you gave me permission to be here. First of all, good sir.
I did, but I just okay. I think usually guests remain downstairs most of the time. Are you not one of?
I recall asking for permission. Also, I am close family friend. You just happen to not remember me. I am a person of many faces.
Oh, is that so? Okay. I okay. Well, perhaps I can escort you back down. I'm sure Lady Lydia will be having tea with the rest of her guests downstairs. I'm sure you're one of. You seem a bit scarier than they usually do, but I can't keep up with the fashion trends. Is the gold mask always a thing?
Well, there are instances where I take it off.
I see.
You can be privy to one if you so wish.
Oh my. I mean, that is.
Shoves him into the bedroom.
It's a little enticing. He is
Not expect this.
he's confused and dazed and all of this. A persuasion / deception check, whichever you feel is more accurately describing your.
I would in fact like to cast Charm Person.
Oh,
I
okay.
need this to be a bit more powerful than my natural charm.
Okay. What's the save? Your spell save DC.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wisdom against a 16.
Against 16.
Good luck, Charles.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, a 6 probably. Yeah. He looks at you and he is just like, oh. Ooh. And so he kind of he's out of it momentarily. Yeah. Charm person. I always have to look at the specifics of what that allows you to do.
This day just got better suddenly.
Charmed by you until the spell ends. Regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, of course. My close friend. Hi there. He looks obviously clearly ashamed. If you've ever met some like a work acquaintance who you hang out with all the time, but they've forgotten your name, but they are trying not to let on. That's what he's at. Good to see you, oh dear me. Oh, you're looking radiant as always, aren't you? Oh my goodness. Please, what are you doing? I seem to have lost myself. Please forgive me. What were we doing?
We were showing me around the house, of course. We've already covered the first 2 rooms on this floor. I believe the lavatories behind you are not to be visited at the present. So please, if we could proceed with showing me the rest of the house.
Oh my! Yes, the master bedroom is then. If we've already done the library, and I'm sure we skipped past old
Yes, we have done
Ezek's
the-
room, and we probably saw.
we wouldn't want to disturb old Isaac's room, of course.
Naturally, no, that man's a little strange, I must admit. And I'm sure we did the boys' room down at the end as well. And yeah, let's the master bedroom is the next one. Let's.
Excuse me, the whose room down at the end?
Victor, the Baron's son has his room. You remember? I'm sure we did. I not show you Victor's room down at the end?
No.
Would you-
No. I believe we may have skipped.
Okay. Well. You tell me. Would you like to go see
I
Victor?
believe you
or
said
the
some.
master?
I mean, you did say something about that part of the house we do not go in while you're utilizing the
That'll-
toiletries.
That'll be the attic. Yes, we don't go up there too often. And honestly, there's nothing terribly interesting. I'm not sure what Victor's up to today, but
Ooh, attic.
he's a strange lad.
Say more. I do wish to see the attic. I have a morbid curiosity for it.
Oh, well, that's very atypical, but certainly, come on. I'll show you the attic. That sounds fair. And he starts leading
My
you
old friend, you must have remembered my love of the creepy and macabre.
He's still kind of regarding you as a close friend, and he's very, very well, yes.
For 1 hour.
Yeah.
Unless he gets hurt. Accidentally.
Very well, yes. There's a ladder from the master bedroom up into the attic. I'll take you right now. And as the two of you walk away, you hear a loud bang in an adjacent room.
What?
Because you guys told Carmack to make it look like an accident. What?
Kahn wants to look for a diary in Ezek's room or something of that nature.
Sure, absolutely.
Immediately.
Yeah. There's
I find one?
As she's preparing the little gun arm.
A suicide.
Yes, there is absolutely a diary sitting on a table, on an end table. He's the type that would take a diary.
I scribble similar things that I have in my creepy notebook in it on the last pages.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There's a handful of things. Fear is a powerful weapon. I use it to get what I want. Is one of the titles listed in there. You notice that he is clearly quite loyal to the Baron, who brought him into his home. He feels like he owes the Baron his life. This is a quick overview as you're scrolling and scribbling back and forth. And in particular, you find a lot of references to his sister. One line says, "I do anything. I would kill anything to save my sister, to find my sister. She's out there somewhere." On and on about his sister, his lost sister. And he's searching desperately to try and find her. As Carmack has kind of spring-loaded the little gun arm over and positioned it onto her head, she looks visibly sick about what she's about to do. This is dark as hell. That's what you find.
Oh, dear God. Our poor man. I tried desperately to stop the bleeding. How could this happen? I'm afraid he's gonna bleed to death. There's just nothing I can do.
It's not your fault, Doc. It's not your fault. He was a sick man in the head. He needed help. It looks like there may have been an affair with him and the Baron's wife.
I'm gonna be sick to my stomach. My heart is broken into 1,000 pieces.
The journalist.
I might have an affair myself.
You're the Baron's wife.
You know, as one does.
The journal is
such a dear friend.
The journal is absolutely filled with sketches and images of a woman with auburn hair, kind of colored with auburn hair and a red scarf, just like the all of the dolls, and and pale skin always. He seems to have it is described as an unholy fascination with this woman. I'm
so glad he's dead at this point then, because that Kahn's gonna think it's his sister, and he's not into this vibe.
Oh, can I see that notebook?
Yeah.
Speaking of affairs, I've got an unholy fascination with this auburn-haired woman on these pages. What a gorgeous dame. Maybe we should head back to the tavern.
No, this has to stay here.
Rethink our purpose in life.
Do you want to
stay here with him?
You're taking notes out of the notebook. Do you want to add anything to it, Kahn?
Oh yeah, no, I'm adding that he's the gibberish that I have in mind,
okay,
and then also that he's suicidal because of an affair that he had with the Baron's wife.
Okay. And with that, Carmack turns her hands away and covers her eyes as the and Whatever was wrong inside of Ezek's head will never be discovered, as it is now spewed across his floor. It'll
be discovered. It's just, from a very different angle. the issue is kind of spread out, if you know what I mean.
And so it was. Ezek, the
Look,
Burgomaster's henchman,
it's really good
was no more.
when you're going through a crisis to pour yourself out.
Oh my god.
Also, do I find any other cool weapons that I want to take?
One could say
Where's
his
the
mind.
body?
Actually,
One could say his mind was blown.
actually, yeah. There's a handful of interesting
Some good
things.
pie brownies.
He has quite an
Good time
interesting.
going out.
He has quite an interesting array of great swords and axes that all seem to have been designed to be like truncated in different ways to be attached to his mechanical arms. One of the mechanical arms had a flamethrower attached to it. If you want to deal with that, it is there. It would appear with his death, all of the arms have just kind of and gone inert. And are not functional anymore. Some magic fused them to their owner.
They should make a D&D version of that if they have it already.
Oh, God. Yeah, yes, indeed. There's also exactly one potion of healing tucked under his pillow next to a particularly risque drawing of a woman with red hair, still wearing her, with auburn hair, still wearing her red scarf, but not much else. This little
Well, he ain't gonna be using that now.
Hey Doc, I got something for you, buddy. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, I'll just keep that for safekeeping.
Evidence.
Evidence locker.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Have the dolls done any?
The
Do we know
dolls.
the name of the sister from the notebook? So I can write it in the.
You don't, and it seems he didn't
Yes.
either. He didn't know his
Sister.
sister's name
Okay,
either.
Drawing of Ezek's sister. That's what I'll keep in my inventory.
Excellent. I don't want to ask which drawing, so I'll leave that to the imagination.
yeah. We'll just let the mind do the work there.
Around this
The
time,
one that was prepared for the tooth fairy.
Jalin comes wandering out of the privy, dressed as a lady.
Well, I'm gonna search the dressing room first to see if there's any valuables.
Yeah, absolutely. As you come out fully dressed, you hear the gunshot, as does V, and everybody hears it.
I roll my eyes and I continue searching through.
Jalin's like just another day in paradise.
Yeah. Oh, but I guess is there a mirror in this room?
There
Dressing room?
is a rather
I
elaborate
get this sense
mirror with.
I get this sense of euphoria as I look at myself, and surprised I could even do myself out this well. But anyway,
I have an actually
so I
really
searched
important
the room.
question as you're looking into that mirror. What is your alignment? I know that's a weird question.
My go-to is going to be chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
That's always my go-to.
Neutral is an interesting one. Okay, so as you look at the mirror and you're gazing upon yourself, you have, I believe, long dark hair. We described, right?
Yes, indeed.
And as a rogue, I'm sure you're quite slender of figure. I don't think you have a very high strength, right? You're high dex, low strength, right? Just getting a sense of your physicality in this fine dress and cleaned up nicely, and what you kind of look like. It's quite lovely. And for a moment, as you look in the mirror, you see a sort of dark figure standing behind you, with a black sword at his hip, in dark robes, holding its head, and it sort of looks at you quizzically and then fades away.
What
the hell?
Fuck? Do I see anything on the dress that's weird, or
nothing on the dress? And when you look behind you, there's nothing there. But in the mirror, you think you see a faint hint of just this shadowy figure in a black hood and a long sword, sort of.
I'm gonna take a cloth. I'm gonna put it over the mirror. Like, nope, not today.
Absolutely. Okay, you covered that.
Is there any treasures within this room? Any valuables? Any jewelry boxes?
100%.
Any...
Oh fuck yes, yeah. This room is Lady Petrovna's dressing room. There is jewelry boxes and perfumes, fine perfumes. You're taking everything.
Of jewelry. I'll probably just grab the box of jewelry.
Okay.
And I'm assuming it's like a little portable box and whatnot.
Yeah, there is 200 gold worth of jewelry in this room. Now it's jewelry, it's not gold, but it's 200 gold worth of jewelry.
Okay.
Now, if you try to sell it, depending on the vendor, 200 would be like average value for something like this.
Yeah. So I'll grab that.
Absolutely, yeah. There's perfumes,
but
there's powder, there's makeup, there's the whole thing. There's a whole.
I'm just gonna grab the jewelry box, and then I'm gonna go over into the bedroom like I am supposed to be there.
Okay. As you enter the bedroom, V and the doorman Charles are also entering this bedroom. The two of you, V and Charles, hear the gunshot as well. What's your response like?
Does it sound specifically like a gunshot, or could it be interpreted as another loud noise?
This man is under charm
Like
person.
a loud.
You could convince him that of a lot of things right now. He desperately failed his charm person.
Oh,
was
must have
that?
been my new friend Gargoyle tripping again. Every time he trips, he turns to stone and then just like plunders through. It's phenomenal. You should see it. It's like the best thing ever. Entertainment at its finest.
You know what? I was just down at the Blue Water Inn the other day, drinking with a gargoyle, and homie turned to stone, and it sounded just like a gunshot when he landed on the ground. Zarovitch or something like that was his name. Fine fellow, bit strange, but you know what? Those gargoyles, what a mess. Where were we? Madame. He turns to you, Jalin.
Charles,
another of my dear lady's friends. Was I giving you a tour as well? I can't seem to remember.
No, I'm your cousin.
Of course,
Janice Hanselton.
Just a joke. This is my cousin, Janice Hanselton. Oh my.
Yes.
Because I, of course, am
me over here.
Charles Hanselton.
You had me over here, and none of your servants were here to attend to me. Worst service ever, by the way. I will be letting my family know of how
Janice,
the lack of dignity of this place.
Janice, please. All will be well in Vallaki, but all will be well.
It better be.
It isn't always well yet. We're working on it.
I also imagine I have this fan, and I'm just fanning myself as I'm
so sorry. I'm so sorry, my dear cousin. Oh my goodness. God, I feel bad for looking at her that way.
Your service could really use some work here.
It could. I will. Yes, we'll attend to it. If you'd like, Lydia Petrovna is downstairs attending to all of her guests. I'm sure you could get some fine tea, and I'm sure they're gossiping about all the latest happenings in town. Or you could join me and my dear friend, whose name I know, my dear friend, on a tour of the attic.
Oh, bringing a lady in the master bedroom whose name you do not know.
I know her name. Tell him that I know your name.
Good with the rest of your family.
Friends.
Yes, you already don't wipe your ass for shit, and now you're bringing strange women into a master bed. Oh yes, this will. Yeah, I'll be sure to let the rest of your family know of your level of incompetence, Charles.
You must not. How can I make this up to you, dear cousin? Please, we've always been on such good terms. I think.
Oh, of course. Yes. How much you got on you? What? No, you know what? No. I'll tell you what. You're going to owe me a favor. You will owe me a favor later on. And you will do it. No hesitation whatsoever.
Damn it all. All right, fair enough. I owe you a favor. But keep quiet about this, okay? My friend and I, who are best friends, are...
Keep quiet about what?
Exactly. I didn't see anything. And at that, he kind of tugs at a cord
while he's in that, I'm assuming he's like in a frazzled mood.
Yeah, very much, and under a spell.
So he's not gonna. So he's not gonna interrupt what I'm doing then.
Mm-mm. And I'm
gonna peruse the room and search, and not even try to hide the fact that I'm searching through the room.
Okay, charm person makes you friendly. I'm not sure how dazed though. Like it's not.
Well, no, I meant like just the
Harry Potter spell that completely.
I'm not meaning charm, but like he's in an awkward confrontation situation.
He's very awkward. He's mostly focused on his friend.
I'm coming at him as a very aggressive, like pissed off, like oh god.
Yeah, absolutely.
So would we know that he has a cousin named Janice?
I made that shit up.
Right now,
that's
now
what I'm
he's
asking,
buying
is
in.
This guy,
Right now he's buying in. He's under the charm person. His mind is not in his well. He was of a really altered state
I guess if it
before
were
we came in.
normal,
He's really messing up. Now the situation is quite strange over there, and I think that he is definitely becoming a little bit suspicious and a little bit on guard. But he's definitely focused on V in this situation and trying to get this. He's mostly trying to get the situation with you, Jalin, gone as quickly as possible, so that he can get back to more important matters.
Of course. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and peruse and search the room for any valuables as well.
You'd probably not best do that. He pulls on a cord and a ladder, kind of one of those like extending ladders, comes down from above. And he kind of ushers UV upstairs. And this is a great point to jump back over to Kahn and Doc in the scene of the crime. Ezek lies dead on the floor. And you guys have some inertia. What are you guys doing? Carmack is clearly just distraught. She's just like, oh my God, what have I done? Oh my God, what have I done?
On is going to go over to her, and hopefully he's going to kind of look at Doc and kind of be like, hey, follow along. Carmack, you did all you could. You said it was a faulty arm. He wasn't a well man. Look, this is his journal.
My God. What is this?
This is the gaslighting episode.
Displaying all of my players' worst.
Who is the enemy?
Yeah. Listen, honestly, you know as well as anyone that the arm does what the true intentions want it to, no matter what.
It's just...
It wasn't your fault, Carmack. You did your best.
You tried to save him. We all saw it.
You saw it? You saw I tried. I did my best. I was trying so hard to be good.
My dear.
I just wanted to have
to go downstairs. And we'll be around all the wonderful ladies downstairs, and they can tell us what a good job we did trying to save him. And we'll have a nice cup of tea and cheer ourselves up, and then we can head out real soon. But we'll best go and let them know what just has happened to our dear Ezek.
God.
Somebody throw ketchup over the table.
Do you think, at least am I in the book club now? I love reading so much. I just wanted friends. This is too much.
In the lowest, most softest voice, Doc just leans over to her and says, "Oh, of course, you're in the book club now."
I mean, she gotta be at that point.
Thank you.
And he grabs her by the hand and stands her up and winks at Kahn, and they all leave out the door to go downstairs.
Kahn also goes, Doc, maybe this might help her, and breaks off a fourth of a brownie. Because I still have a full brownie I never used.
Oh my God.
So I gave him a fourth of it to help for her nerves, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll it.
We're doctors.
Oh, I'm not a doctor. I'm a murderer.
She turns to Kahn and is
From
like,
the opposite.
I don't know that I can eat right now. I
He
feel
didn't
sick.
mean that. He was just kidding.
I can try though. If you think it'll help, Doc, you think it'll help? You're a doctor. I don't really deal with body stuff. You think it'll help?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
She eats the brownie. Oh my God! I haven't passed a single check today. Natural 1.
My God!
He cannot handle it.
Trips?
Yeah.
He cannot handle.
She eats the brownie.
the brownie.
She eats the
She's
brownie.
in a very vulnerable state too.
Outside, she sits down against the wall and she starts to cry for a moment, and then the tears dry up and her eyes kind of go wide, and she's in another place. She's thinking about other things. She's like, she's kind of opens her hands up like she's holding a book and starts reading a child's tale. Oh, there was once a beautiful woman, and she wanted to be the most beautiful in the land, so she went to meet Nightingale, and Nightingale said, you have to sing if you want to be the most beautiful, but you'll never sing as good as me, so you'll never be beautiful. And so she went to Heron, and on she goes, and about all the different people. A child's fairy tale.
That might be the least evil thing we've done so far.
Reading out of a book. She seems to have some wonderful, happy memory of reading books in her past, and that's just her whole little personality. I'll tell you guys the rest of that fairy tale another time, perhaps. Actually, you know what? We're really late on our time. Do we want to continue, or do we want to... I can tell you guys the rest of that fairy tale, and we can call it a day.
We can keep going.
We can keep going?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yeah.
If we're good, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't want to push you guys beyond your limits. So, as she's reading her fairy tale, we'll pop back over to Jalin and V and Charles. Charles opens the little thing in the room and says, please, you must leave everything as it is in here. It's I'm going to be in so much trouble. Janice, you said her name was your faux name?
I am Janice. Charles, don't worry. I'm a guest here. What am I gonna do? Run off with it?
Just. Oh my God!
I'm a guest here.
When you're done, go see Lydia. She'll sort everything out. Come. We must see the attic.
Charles. I will go get some tea.
As he takes you up, V, the two of you ascend to the attic. And the attic is a strange place. It is very dusty and macabre. He kind of pulls you, kind of helps you upstairs, and there's cobwebs and just piles of shit everywhere. He kind of swings open a door, and there is cracked casks and barrels, broken furniture, torn rugs, ripped dresses. Anything with the slightest imperfection has been shoved in the attic, because we don't tolerate imperfection in the Volkovich Manor. This place is such a strict dichotomy to the rest of the house. It is the dump site of all of anything that has ever had an error in this house. He's like, well, this is where we deposit anything that is flawed or broken or of no longer use. We just put it up here so it's out of our way. Why was I bringing you here? I don't understand. Why are we here?
A tour of the house for your dear old friend.
Yes. Well, here it is. The attic in all of its splendor. I must say, I think... Oh, my. I feel strange. I really must be getting back to my duties. Perhaps we can... Now that you've seen it, perhaps we can go back? In this attic, you can see there's several piles of debris, and at the far end, there's a door, a closed door at the far end of the room.
Okay. May I explore while you go back to your duties?
He says, do you want to you said you're... Yeah, sure enough, friend. I'll be about my duties. I'll check on you in a little while. Is that fair enough? I sometimes think...
Fair enough.
Yeah, I sometimes
do
think
that.
things get thrown away that shouldn't, so I'll be off, I guess. He kind of wanders back downstairs, past you, Jalin, as you're kind of like holding shit. He is dazed and confused. He was in a bad state of mind before and is just focused on getting back. I rolled a check on him, and it was a 2. So like he's out of here. I can't roll for shit today.
He does not care.
Yeah, he's on his way downstairs. He's out of town.
What do I find within this bedroom?
The bedroom. Yeah, there's a lot in the bedroom.
Yeah, valuables wise.
There's a lot in the bedroom. And with the bedroom, I think we'll need to pop back over. But first, let's do the bedroom. On the page that it is on. There it is. Bedroom is O. You look around the bedroom very, very slowly, taking it all in. Time seems to have faded. The grandeur of the master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor. A short pull rope that he used to get up to the top stairs. Overall, there is one large master bed in the middle of the room. A few end tables nearby with drawers and dressers and scrolls and what have you. A few additional accessories, hats, and so forth littered about the room. It is.
I will search the. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I'll search the dressers and drawers.
Sure.
Probably at the end table starting.
In this room, you find most of the Baron's attire. You find ties of all different, the whole spectrum of colors of ties, bow ties and straight ties, thin ties and wide ties, a whole number of ties.
Where the fuck is this?
There's a closet next to you that has the little walk-in closet over there on the corner, if you'd like to see it. That has suits of all different colors. There's watches and rings and probably another.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I take all the watches and all the rings.
Okay. There's probably.
Watches are not given at this point.
There's probably a solid 100 gold worth of watches, of finery, of male finery that the Baron may have in this room. There's also, you notice a handful of things about this area. There's a dagger stashed amongst the jewelry, and there,
I'm taking it.
You can have the dagger, absolutely. Yeah.
Fancy dagger. There we go.
Yeah, it's a fine dagger. It's just stashed in here. Behind the end table, there's a little. There seems to be a shield that was just kind of tucked in. It looked like an elegant finery, but it's actually a shield. You get the sense from perusing this room that the Baron was something of a paranoid man. He had weapons and armaments at hand, even in his resting place, all over.
Okay. And this is after all the dressers, drawers, and whatnot?
Yeah, the dressers, drawers. Okay. As you're kind of just looting the room, going around. In his bedroom, I imagine he'll keep most of his personal belongings, his attire. He is very concerned with his looks and well-being.
Is there a window?
Oh, shit, son of a bitch. There is a window.
I'm going to take the shield. I'm going to throw it out the window.
Just toss it out the window. Out the window it goes.
Yeah, he'll have nothing. Fuck him.
The shield goes flying out the window onto the lawn below. You see a couple of...
Does it? The windows were lead... Everything was lead rimmed and stuff.
The windows are lead rimmed. Thank you for reminding me. You would have to open the window to throw the... You couldn't throw it through the window.
Yeah, no. That's what I figured. I'd open the window first and then just toss it out.
Thank you for reminding me. Yes, all of the windows are lead lined, which is something you notice as you're looking at the window, and like lead lining around all the windows. There is sitting on one of the end tables in a place of prominence a small rolled up scroll with a ribbon tied around it, a note of some sign.
I read it.
This is a letter that is signed from one. Yeah, I can't leave this one off. This is actually important. Apologies. One moment.
While I'm looking, is there like a sort of purse or handbag I could take?
Sure, yeah.
To add to my... All right, I'm going to put all this stuff in this handbag and purse like I would just have normally, Nothing inconspicuous here.
Yeah. This letter is actually addressed to Lydia Petrovich from her brother Lucian Petrovich, the father of the local church of St. Andrew. In it, he says, My dear sister, these are dark times, and I am concerned for your safety. I'm worried for you. There has been an atrocious theft. We are trying to hide the true nature of this occurrence, but I feel you should know that the bones of St. Andrew are gone, and the city is no longer safe.
Ooh.
Come to me quickly if you will, but I know not where they have gone. I have no leads. I don't know what to do. I need your help, sister. And that's all it says.
Can I roll a history check?
Ooh, you can, but this is going to be a really high DC if you've heard of the Bones of St. Andrew since your time in Barovia. It'll be a 15 DC.
19.
Holy shit. It just so happens. I recall a time that you were asking around in a tavern about, that all of you guys were talking in a tavern about like vampires and things of that nature, right? That was back in Barovia Village. And we kind of glossed over
it. It was
it.
here with the water.
Was it here in Blue Water Inn?
Yep.
We
talked about a bit with the owner of it.
With a 19 and a DC of 15, the Bones of St. Andrew probably got mentioned. St. Andrew, in particular, was a heroic figure once long ago in Barovia who fought against the darkness and tragically fell, but his spirit persists on defending the meek and from whatever evils they may be, or so the commoners say. His bones are a sacred relic held in the church here in Vallaki. This letter seems to insinuate that those bones were taken, and that is at least as far as Lucian Petrovich, the father of the church, is concerned, extremely dangerous, and he had to write to his sister immediately.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'm gonna put the letter back. I'm gonna close the window. And then I am gonna join the ladies at tea.
All right.
In my new disguise.
You head downstairs. You head out along with, I imagine, Doc and Kahn and Jamila. You guys are also heading out around this time as well, right?
I stayed in Ezek's room.
You're staying behind?
Yeah, because I was gonna, again, I'm deciding on what I would take.
Okay, fair enough.
He ain't using them.
Well, we're gonna make a big show of the tragedy, and so we tell Kahn, you might want to get out of here quickly. As Kahn, you might want to get out of here quickly, as they're gonna be rushing up to see the fresh dead body. As you can imagine.
I also I also go to the other set of stairs down into the kitchen where I came from.
Fair enough.
Nice.
I think that all Kahn would do his goal would be what looked like the most valuable weapon, most sentimental weapon that he had, and he would take that, and then he would cover Ezek's body with a blanket.
I'll say that he has a... Thinking through his character, he'll have a +1 great axe that you can take. That is in a coveted location that is like hung on the wall and seems to have a special significance to him, and has not been adapted for cyborg use. Perhaps this was his weapon before he became a cyborg. But if you would like to take the +1 great axe, you totally can.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. You'll have that as a option as well. As well as if you want to abduct any of his arms. I mean, they're here.
Yeah, the flamethrower is coming.
Okay. You have a flamethrower arm. The flamethrower arm...
Absolutely, that boy's coming with me.
The flamethrower arm effectively can cast
Hold on.
firebolt. That's what it does.
Yeah, I think.
Mechanically.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to do both. I'm just doing the flamethrower arm.
You can do what you want. But yeah, you can take the flamethrower arm.
I don't think it's fair. I think that's the most appropriate thing.
Sure. The flamethrower arm is a 2-hand weapon that can, if you want to wield it as such, and it can cast firebolt, the cantrip, quite at will.
2-handed weapon? Balls.
It's an arm. If you're holding it, if you would like to mount it to your body, it will become a 1-handed weapon. But I'll leave that to you guys to decide what you want to do with it. And Doc, you were heading downstairs with Carmack?
Yeah.
Excellent. And Jalin, you were heading the opposite direction. You guys were heading back from where you came?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm coming in through the kitchen.
Awesome. And I think
I'm coming in through the bathroom window.
the bathroom is upstairs. The bathroom is upstairs. But I do think
No, we're going down the stairs again, a weeping and a wailing, and to spread the terrible news of Ezek's recent demise.
the ladies come out and say, "What was that horrifying noise upstairs? What happened?"
I don't know if I even have the heart to get the words out of my mouth, though. And my poor friend here has gone into hysterics of the tragedy. And we did our very best, me as a doctor, to try to save this poor man's life, but we didn't make it there in time. You see, we were getting a tour of the upstairs and then looking for Ezek to help him with his mechanical arm, as that has been our mission to arrive. As we've arrived now, unfortunately, we found that he might have taken his own life, according to his journal and the evidence we found in his room.
Unbelievable. My God. I always thought Ezek was a little unhappy.
It was very evident to me how eccentric and possibly demented this man could. And never mind. I think you should have a look for yourselves, ladies. Please, upstairs, and I will be escorting our friend here, the wonderful blacksmith, Miss Carmack, back to her home.
Lydia kind of grabs you by the
she
shirt
can
and
weep
she
in
says,
peace.
"Listen here, listen here, listen here. Doctor, yes, I haven't gotten to know you well, but my friends speak well of you. Word of this cannot go about. You must swear to secrecy. Swear it to me. Swear secrecy. This is... I will clean it up. It will disappear, I promise. But you cannot say a word. Please do not breathe a word."
Oh, I am a man of highest integrity, ma'am.
Especially
A
to my
man
husband.
of war, a man who was in the official military, would not be, stoop as so low as to spread such a terrible information to
Jeez.
people in book clubs or anything.
She looks quizzically at you and she says, "Book clubs. I'm mostly concerned about my husband. My God. But whatever. You must keep this to yourself.
I
Please,
don't know
must."
your husband well enough. It will stay close with me, as I'm not even
Right,
from
right.
this town or this land, so
Ezek,
don't you worry about a
Ezek.
thing. Just take care of yourself and your family and grieve safely.
Ezek has gone on a
We don't
leave.
want to lose any more wonderful souls to the terrible
She
tragedy.
thinks a moment. And this is I'm going to ask you to make a check that is all successes, but degrees of successes. Can you make a persuasion check for me?
Can I make a deception check?
Absolutely. Yeah, a deception actually feels more appropriate.
Because I've got the winning streak going on.
Oh, nice. Oh, still
That
excellent.
is, 11 plus 14.
14. Her insight is going to be a 10. Her eyes go wide and she says, "Clearly you're a man of action. Listen here. Ezek is not well and has gone on a leave of absence. Would you be willing to stand in his stead in service to our family as sheriff of the town? We need somebody to keep the peace while he is away. He can befall an accident while he is away, but if we do not present a strong face, everything will go to chaos. I need somebody strong. You seem like a strong man. You fought in a war. Please."
Huh? But of course, my lady, I would love the pleasure to represent your town as the one and only strong man, Sheriff.
Yes,
That's right.
as our champion, as our warrior, as our sheriff, as our keeper of the peace. Thank you. Your name, Doctor. What was it?
Campbell.
Campbell. Fair enough. Dr. Campbell. I'll spread the word immediately. She takes a breath. Her fake smile presents back on herself. Ladies, you won't believe we have a new sheriff. She rushes off to tell everybody. It's a top secret. You can't tell. She winks. They'll tell everybody. And I think that's where we.
Yeah.
She gives you a sly wink, and I think that is probably where we should draw our day to a close. So, Kahn is investigating Ezek's room and has taken all of the gadgetry and left the body there in an apparent suicide. Carmack is distraught, but is getting herself together. Doc, Agent Taliday, under the pseudonym Campbell, which I am putting in my notes so I don't forget, because I forget everything.
Yeah.
Chow.
I wrote it down. Too.
Doc is Campbell. Sheriff Campbell.
Sheriff Campbell.
This casts Ezek in a new light. You guys only knew him as the Burgomaster's goon and henchman. That he had an official position like sheriff is... I mean, I guess the Burgomaster assigns, and his wife assigns such positions. But anyway... V is upstairs.
So you're saying I shot the sheriff. I didn't shoot the deputy.
That is precisely what I am saying. V is upstairs by herself and sees a room of stray and a door at the far end uncovered and clearly hidden away, rattling slightly, and we'll deal with that next week. And Jalin Aedipin is disguised as one of the fancy ladies and heading back down to join the rest of their tea party. And I think that's where we close it for tonight.
Through the kitchen.
Through the kitchen.
Yeah.
Through the kitchen. We'll have to deal with the kitchen side of this, but I'm
We're
sure
right
that will be.
I mean, what?
Minor.
I always knew Jalin was a fancy lady at heart.
At heart. Something about that. There's something clicking in there that's not clicking in there. For now. This has been a blast. Thank you guys for hanging in, even though, despite all of our horrific technical difficulties, we ran awfully late today. And to our wonderful viewers, keep your wits about you on your own adventures through the mists. Bye.
Don't drop gargoyles on people.
Do not drop gargoyles on people. False suicide is wrong. Do not make people kill themselves. That is bad.
Yeah, don't do that either.
Don't lie to your friends. Don't brainwash people. All the things we do, don't do those things.
Don't gaslight people.
Yeah,
But-
don't gaslight
And
people.
don't loot their room and steal their jewelry and shit.
But for
And
God's sake,
don't wear their clothes, especially.
Don't charm people to get into their attics.
nope, don't charm people to get into their attics. Do not steal. Do not steal jewelry.
I'm pushing
Love
it.
If you have to
This
steal
PSA
jewelry,
is
steal
going
it from
so
rich
well.
people. As a PSA, yeah.
Do not try walking up the walls.
Do not try
That's
walking up the walls.
Mm.
Our characters have
professionals,
Can,
okay.
there's a ton of other
Let's do
issues
this at
you've
home.
got, so don't worry.
And don't knock people's prosthetic arms on the floor. That's just rude.
Don't knock people's prosthetic.
That's you know what? That's a big one.
That's a big one.
That is very rude.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
mess
a
with
big
people
one.
with prosthetic arms.
Don't have funny thoughts about your sister.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Dream.
Goodbye, internet. Nice going.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We love you so much. Bye. Getting out of here.